Good morning, students. Today I am here to teach you the story The Mark of Vishnu, written by Khushwant Singh. I don't know whether you are aware of his name or not, but he was a man who was very much prominent, and he is well read. He is known for his famous writings. Before giving you the summary of the story, The Mark of Vishnu, I would just like to tell you about Khushwant Singh. Khushwant Singh was born on 2nd of February 1915 at Hadali, which is now a part in Pakistan. His father, Sir Shobha Singh, was a very well-known builder of Delhi, and Khushwant Singh was educated at Modern School Delhi, Government College Lahore, and St. Stephen's Delhi before going on to study law at King's College London. So, in short, he was a very well read, and he was a person who was literate, and not only he studied in India but he studied in abroad also, and his name is attached to the famous institutions not only in India but also in London, because he studied law at King's College London, which is also a college of repute, and he uh, got his education at Stephen's College, St. Stephen's, Delhi. He is a prominent writer. He writes in English as well as he is known as one of the best known journalists of India, because in his career, early when he started his career as a writer, he started his career as a journalist, and he edited Yojana and then Illustrated Weekly of India, which became extremely popular during his tenure. It was his writing skills which drew people's attention, and Illustrated Weekly and Yojana, they were very much popular amongst his time. He was also editor of the National Herald and Hindustan Times. He was Rajya Sabha member also from 1980 to 1986. He was awarded the Padma Vibhushan in 2007. He contributed regularly to a number of national dailies, and his weekly column, With Malice Towards All, is widely read. And Khushwant Singh, he is known best for his secularism, humor, outspoken honesty, and outstandingly witty assessment of society and the behavior of people. He was a very good writer, and his most famous novel is probably Train to Pakistan, which was based on uh, the incident which occurred during partition, and it was published in 1956. The story which today, which is prescribed in your course, and I'm here with the story, and that is The Mark of Vishnu. And though he has written not much stories, but this story was published in 1950. Now, this story, The Mark of Vishnu, it revolves around one person whose name is Ganga Ram. He is an illiterate Brahmin who believed in the Trinity of God. He believed that Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, they are there are three gods, as Brahma is known as a creator, Vishnu as a preserver, and Lord Shiva as a destroyer. He was a devotee of Lord Vishnu, and he believed that Lord Vishnu is the preserver of every creature which is present in the, I can say, in the existence which exists is preserved by Lord Vishnu. And therefore, he was very much God-fearing person, and always he put V mark on his forehead. This V mark was a symbol that he was a devotee of Lord Vishnu. Because of his belief in God, he was forced to have some superstitions in his mind, and he was not aware of the creatures which are harmful to human beings. He believed that nobody is harmful, and even the poisonous snakes or creatures, they never harm a person. And he regularly offered milk to Kala Nag because he felt that this Kala Nag would prevent it from biting anyone in the house. He believed that if you feed regularly Kala Nag would uh, protect you from, you would be protected from Kala Nag who might bite you. And this was a time, the story was written during the rainy season, exactly the season where we are also having rainy seasons at the moment. So this story also was written in the background of rainy season. And as we all know that during rainy season, when snakes, their living place is flooded by water, they are forced to come out. Now, the protagonist, or I can say the symbol of modern thought, was represented in the story by small students who were young children who were studying, school going students, and as they had a belief that no snake would ever leave you. Despite of feeding milk every day, still you cannot protect yourself from being bitten by the snake. So these three boys, they were Writer and his brothers. They always had a fun with Gangaram. But Gangaram was very much firm in his belief, and he said, "You don't know." So they used to make fun of his superstition. And one day, these mischievous children, what they do, they managed to capture the Kala Nag and took it in a tin box to school. Now, the Nag was badly injured. They hit him in the middle part of the Nag, and Nag was silent for some times. Children mistook it to be a dead one, and they put it with the help of two sticks. They put it in the box and they brought to the school, because in their school there was a laboratory where they found so many other creatures also preserved in chemicals. So they also thought of preserving this Nag in chemical, and they kept the tin at the teacher's table. But surprisingly, when the teacher opened the lid, suddenly the its hood shot out and Nag hissed angrily. Now, this was something which created terror among students as well as teacher, because teacher also was not expecting, and the Nag fell out of the tin and dragged itself towards the door. There was a total chaos, there was a total havoc in the class, everybody was shouting, teacher was also scared. But Gangaram, he was, the poor fellow, he was at the classroom door, and he thought that if he offers some milk to Kala Nag, he might forgive them. So he offered some milk and asked forgiveness, but Nag bit him right over the V mark on his forehead. Now, this description or the depiction of biting snake directly to the V mark has an implication that Nags, they never forgive you. And this was ironical itself, because the person who prayed, who had firm belief in Nag, in God, Lord Vishnu's preservity and whatever, but still the Nag bit him right over the V mark on his forehead. And the narrator and his brother, they propagate a rational, skeptical, and scientific approach to life. And poor Gangaram, he depicts superstition and blind faith, and he is forced to die because the poison blinded him instantly, and within a few minutes he turned pale, and blue froth appeared in his mouth, his forehead. They had little drops of blood, which signified the stinging of poisonous snake. So, in this way, we come to the end of the story, and the mark of Vishnu has a connotation, has an implication that superstitions cannot prevail in the world, because now there is a time where we must have a scientific and rational and skeptical approach towards life. So there was a bit of irony also, humor also in the story, and in this way we come to an end of a story. In my later lecture, I would be telling about the story in details.